Hello, my friends, and welcome back to VerbaJoy English, where you learn English and speak with joy. This is day 7 of our 14-day English speaking challenge. Congratulations. You have reached the halfway point of the challenge. Today, we are going to practice 100 useful English sentences about daily routines. These are simple, natural sentences that you can use to talk about your real life from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep. This lesson is designed for A1 and A2 English learners. I will speak slowly and clearly. First, listen to each sentence. Then, repeat it aloud. Try to copy my pronunciation, rhythm, and tone. This technique is called shadowing. Do not worry if you cannot repeat every sentence perfectly the first time. Listen again, pause the video when necessary, and keep speaking. By the end of this lesson, you will have practiced your morning routine, your work or study routine, your afternoon activities, and your evening and bedtime routine. You will also combine these ideas into one complete story about a typical day. Before we begin, go to the comments and write, Day 7. I'm ready to speak. Are you ready? Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. Part 1. Morning routine. We will begin with the morning. Listen carefully and repeat each sentence after me. Sentence 1. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Sentence 2. My alarm rings beside my bed. Sentence 3. I turn off the alarm and open my eyes. Sentence 4. I sit up slowly and stretch my arms. Sentence 5. I make my bed every morning. Sentence 6. I open the curtains and let in the sunlight. Sentence 7. I drink a glass of water. Sentence 8. Then I go to the bathroom. Sentence 9. I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. Sentence 10. I wash my face with cool water. Excellent. Let's continue. Sentence 11. I take a quick shower before breakfast. Sentence 12. I dry myself with a clean towel. Sentence 13. I get dressed for work or school. Sentence 14. I comb my hair and look in the mirror. Sentence 15. I check the weather before I leave. Sentence 16. Next, I prepare something for breakfast. Sentence 17. I often eat eggs and toast. Sentence 18. I drink tea or coffee with my breakfast. Sentence 19. I try to eat slowly and enjoy my food. Sentence 20. After breakfast, I check my messages. Very good. Here are the final 5 morning sentences. Sentence 21. I look at my calendar for the day. Sentence 22. I pack everything I need in my bag. Sentence 23. I make sure I have my phone, wallet, and keys. Sentence 24. I put on my shoes and lock the door. Sentence 25. I leave home and begin my day. Wonderful. Now listen to a short morning routine. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. I turn off my alarm, stretch my arms, and make my bed. Then I brush my teeth, wash my face, and take a quick shower. After I get dressed, I prepare breakfast. I check my messages, pack my bag, and leave home. Now, shadow the same routine with me, one short phrase at a time. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. I turn off my alarm. I stretch my arms. I make my bed. I prepare breakfast. I pack my bag, and I leave home. Excellent work. Part 2. Work or study routine. Now let's practice sentences about work and study. If you do not work in an office, that is fine. You can change these sentences to match your own life. For example, you can replace work with school, university, or training. Listen and repeat. Sentence 26. I usually travel to work by bus. Sentence 27. I listen to English during my journey. Sentence 28. I arrive at work at about 8:30. Sentence 29. I greet my colleagues when I arrive. Sentence 30. Then I sit down at my desk. Sentence 31. I switch on my computer. Sentence 32. I check my emails and messages. Sentence 33. I write a list of things to do. Sentence 34. I complete the most important task first. Sentence 35. I sometimes attend a morning meeting. Good job. Keep going. Sentence 36. I listen carefully and take notes. Sentence 37. I ask questions when I need help. Sentence 38. I try to do my work carefully. Sentence 39. I take a short break in the morning. Sentence 40. During my break, I drink some water. Sentence 41. I usually have lunch at about 12:30. Sentence 42. I try to choose a healthy meal. Sentence 43. Sometimes I eat lunch with my colleagues. Sentence 44. We talk about work and everyday life. Sentence 45. After lunch, I go back to work. Excellent. 5 more sentences in this section. Sentence 46. I finish my remaining tasks in the afternoon. Sentence 47. I organize my desk before I leave. Sentence 48. I check my plan for the next day. Sentence 49. I switch off my computer. Sentence 50. I leave work when my day is finished. Great work. You have completed 50 sentences. You are halfway there. Let's practice a useful question and answer. What do you usually do at work? I check my emails, attend meetings, and complete my daily tasks. What time do you have lunch? I usually have lunch at about 12:30. Now, answer with your own information. What time do you start work or school? Very good. Part 3. Afternoon activities and household tasks. The afternoon can include shopping, housework, family time, and English practice. Listen and repeat these useful sentences. Sentence 51. On my way home, I sometimes stop at the supermarket. Sentence 52. I buy groceries for the next few days. Sentence 53. I compare prices before I choose something. Sentence 54. I pay for my shopping at the checkout. Sentence 55. Then I carry the shopping bags home. Sentence 56. When I arrive home, I change my clothes. Sentence 57. I put on something clean and comfortable. Sentence 58. I wash my hands before I eat. Sentence 59. I sometimes have fruit as a snack. Sentence 60. I rest for a few minutes after a busy day. You are doing very well. Let's continue. Sentence 61. Later, I do some household chores. Sentence 62. I put the dirty clothes in the washing machine. Sentence 63. I hang the clean clothes up to dry. Sentence 64. I tidy my room and put things away. Sentence 65. I take the rubbish outside. Sentence 66. I call a family member or a friend. Sentence 67. We talk about our day for a few minutes. Sentence 68. I study English when I have free time. Sentence 69. I listen to a slow English podcast. Sentence 70. Repeat useful sentences aloud. Excellent. Here are 5 more. Sentence 71. Sometimes I record my voice on my phone. Sentence 72. Listen again and check my pronunciation. Sentence 73. I write new words in my notebook. Sentence 74. Practice a short conversation by myself. Sentence 75. Feel proud when I notice my progress. Fantastic. Let's practice 3 common expressions from this section. Do the shopping means to buy the things you need. Repeat. I do the shopping on my way home. Do the laundry means to wash your clothes. Repeat. I usually do the laundry in the afternoon. Put things away means to return things to their correct places. Repeat. I tidy my room and put things away. Excellent. Part 4. Evening and bedtime routine. Now, we have reached the evening. These sentences will help you talk about dinner, relaxation, and preparing for bed. Listen and repeat. Sentence 76. In the evening, I prepare dinner. Sentence 77. I wash and chop the vegetables. Sentence 78. Cook a simple meal in the kitchen. Sentence 79. Set the table before we eat. Sentence 80. I usually eat dinner with my family. Sentence 81. We talk about what happened during the day. Sentence 82. After dinner, I clear the table. Sentence 83. I wash the dishes with warm water. Sentence 84. I wipe the kitchen counter. Sentence 85. Sometimes I go for a short evening walk. Very good. Keep speaking clearly. Sentence 86. The fresh air helps me relax. Sentence 87. When I return home, I sit down comfortably. Sentence 88. I watch a program or listen to music. Sentence 89. I try not to use my phone for too long. Sentence 90. Before bed, I take a warm shower. Sentence 91. I put on my pajamas. Sentence 92. I brush my teeth before I go to bed. Sentence 93. I prepare my clothes for the next morning. Sentence 94. Set my alarm for the next day. Sentence 95. Sometimes write about my day in a journal. Only 5 sentences remain. Let's finish. Strongly. Sentence 96. I read a few pages of a book. Sentence 97. Then I turn off the lights. Sentence 98. I get into bed and close my eyes. Sentence 99. Think about something positive. Sentence 100. I usually fall asleep at about 10:30. Wonderful. You have now practiced all 100 daily routine sentences. Take a moment and be proud of yourself. Now we will practice one complete day. For the first round, only listen, do not repeat. Try to understand the main ideas. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. When my alarm rings, I turn it off, sit up and stretch my arms. I make my bed, open the curtains and drink a glass of water. Then I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth and wash my face. After a quick shower, I get dressed and prepare breakfast. I often eat eggs and toast, and I drink a cup of tea. While I eat, I check my messages and look at my calendar. Before I leave, I pack my bag and make sure I have my phone, wallet, and keys. I put on my shoes, lock the door, and travel to work by bus. During the journey, I listen to an English podcast. When I arrive at work, I greet my colleagues and switch on my computer. I check my emails, write a to-do list, and start with the most important task. I sometimes attend meetings, and I always take notes. At 12:30, I have lunch. After lunch, I finish my remaining tasks. Before I leave, I organize my desk and check my plan for tomorrow. On my way home, I sometimes buy groceries. When I arrive home, I change into comfortable clothes and rest for a few minutes. Later, I do some household chores and study English. In the evening, I prepare dinner and eat with my family. We talk about our day. After dinner, I wash the dishes and sometimes go for a short walk. Before bed, I take a shower, put on my pajamas and brush my teeth. I prepare my clothes, set my alarm and read a few pages of a book. Finally, I turn off the lights and fall asleep at about 10:30. Excellent listening. Now, let's practice the same routine again. This time, repeat each short group of words immediately. After me, try to stay close to my voice. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock, make my bed and open the curtains. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face after my shower. I get dressed, I prepare breakfast and check my calendar. Before I leave, I pack my bag, I travel to work by bus. During the journey, I listen to English. At work, I check my emails. I write a to-do list. I complete the most important task first. At 12:30, I have lunch. In the afternoon, I finish my work. On my way home, I buy groceries. At home, I change my clothes and rest. Later, I study English. In the evening, I prepare dinner. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Before bed, I set my alarm. I turn off the lights and go to sleep. Excellent shadowing. Now, it is your turn. Complete each sentence with your own information. I usually wake up for breakfast. I usually eat. I go to work or school by. I start work or school at. In the afternoon. I usually. When I arrive home. In the evening, I like to. Before bed. I usually go to sleep at. Very good. Now, let's learn one useful grammar point. We normally use the present simple to talk about routines and repeated activities. For example, I wake up at 7. I go to work by bus. I study English in the afternoon. With he, she, or it, we usually add an S to the verb. Listen to the difference. Wake up at 7. She wakes up at 7. I go to work by bus. He goes to work by bus. I watch television in the evening. She watches television in the evening. Now, repeat. She wakes up at 7. He goes to work by bus. She watches television in the evening. Excellent. We also use words such as always, usually, often, sometimes, and never to describe how frequently we do something. For example, I always brush my teeth before bed. I usually drink tea in the morning. I often listen to English on the bus. I sometimes go for an evening walk. I never sleep with the lights on. Choose one of these words and create your own sentence. Very good. Now, let's correct a few common mistakes. Do not say, I wake up at 7. Say, I wake up at 7. Repeat. I wake up at 7. Do not say, I go to home. Say, I go home. Repeat. I go home after work. Do not say, I take my breakfast. In everyday British English, it is more natural to say, I have breakfast. Repeat. I have breakfast at 7:30. Do not say, I sleep at 10 o'clock. When you mean the time you enter your bed. Say, I go to bed at 10 o'clock. You can also say, I fall asleep at about 10:30. Repeat. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I fall asleep at about 10:30. Excellent. Now, it is time for your Day 7 speaking challenge. Choose 10 sentences from today's lesson that are true for you. First, read them aloud slowly. Second, repeat them without looking at the screen. Third, connect the 10 sentences to make a short story about your day. Try to speak for at least 1 minute. You can begin like this. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth and take a shower. Then I prepare breakfast and check my messages. I travel to work by bus. In the afternoon, I finish my tasks and go home. In the evening, I eat dinner with my family. Before bed, I read a book and set my alarm. Now, go to the comments and answer this question. What time do you usually wake up? And what is the first thing you do? Write 2 or 3 sentences, then write, Day 7 complete. Fantastic work today. You listened to and repeated 100 daily routine English sentences. You practiced morning, work, afternoon, and evening vocabulary. You also completed a full listening and shadowing exercise. Remember, fluency grows through repetition. Do not practice these sentences only once. Return to this lesson tomorrow. Listen again. Repeat again, and try to speak with less help each time. Tomorrow, in Day 8, we will continue building your English listening and speaking confidence with another practical lesson. Subscribe to VerbaJoy English and turn on notifications so you do not miss it. Remember, you do not need perfect English to communicate. You need useful sentences, regular practice, and the courage to speak. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep speaking, and keep going. This is VerbaJoy English, where you learn English and speak with joy. I'm proud of you for completing Day 7. I will see you tomorrow for Day 8 of our 14-day English speaking challenge.